So what exactly did we learn yesterday? Well, we learned that we can get halfway decent rides out of the airport time-wise, as long as you're not counting going in to pick up. I don't count going in to pick up. What I will look at when going to pick up is whether it's slam packed under there. It's going to take me 15 minutes. Then I might want to be a little more choosy. But for the most part, it's 9 minutes to get in. It's 3 miles. If you're going to work the airport, it means you're already sitting in the queue. That's what you got to deal with. That being said, you can get some decent rides out of the airport on X if they tip, even better. And then the rest of your day is pot luck, because I wasn't getting anything going back to the airports after I dropped off. But I also wasn't leaving X on. Now, there's a strategy I could try to employ. We'll probably test it today to see how good, bad, or indifferent it is. Because there's no big mad rush going on at the airports, maybe I leave X on. Maybe when I drop these folks off, I leave X on and just work my way back to the airport. Because if there's no rides going on in the street, you ain't making no money. Yesterday, I burned so much time and electricity deadheading back to the airports when I had Comfort on, when I had Premier on. But the other side of that is, because these apps aren't transparent, you don't know if they're lining us up to stay on X. So once you drop down to X, will they even consider sending you a Comfort ride or a Premier ride? Well, obviously, yesterday I still got a Premier reservation. It was a banger, absolute banger. Thank God, because that made the day, right? We finished at 226. Because, y'all, I don't know if I mentioned it in yesterday's vlog at the end. I went to the airport. I was only on Comfort, Premier. I had Lyft on, black only, fell asleep. I didn't get any requests, though. A couple of times some trip radars came up. One I went for, obviously I didn't get. The trip radar for Lyft popped up a couple of times. One I clicked on and get. So I fell asleep at the airport. So then what I did was, on my way home, I went by a supercharger that was pretty cheap. After midnight, it was 21 cents. So we're charged up. We're starting at 87% this morning. And anyway, I'm on my way to the airport. I do have the app on. I'm only on Comfort right now on Premier. Once I get into the terminal, or into the queue, you know what I'm going to do. Slapping down that X. Let's try to get this money. Let's try to have a better day than yesterday. Yeah. All right, so I started this morning like I started yesterday. You know, and I'll show you the details here. Got that as soon as I hit the lot, go to the terminal, get to where I need to be. Waiting on the rider. It was a cheap ride, but it would be in and out, in and out. And yeah, this guy was still collecting his luggage. And you can see through the comments, oh, I'm here. And I'm keep telling them, no, that's, you got, anyway. Cancellation, $4.07. So then I obviously now, we used to be able to, when you had a cancellation at the airport, they would rematch you. I guess they don't do that no more, because I had to come all the way back here again. Lord, I had to come back to the queue. As soon as I hit the queue, whoop, sent me back to the terminal. I get almost all the way there. I go through the whole terminal. No ride requests until I get almost out. Then it wanted to send me to Egypt, or as they say, a nature hike for $22. I declined that. It told me to go back through again. As I was coming back through, got a little cheap ass $8 ride, and you know, some Ranger fans in for the hockey game this afternoon. Go Panthers, but you know, screw Amerit Bank Arena and their employees. But I'm supporting the Panthers. So yeah, I'm at $11.91 right now. Slow morning. Definitely not getting off to the start it got off to yesterday. Airport queue is kind of busy. While I was out though, after I dropped them off, Uber tried to send me $2.62 X ride, and no, we're not doing that. And then again, man, like, look at this. Look at this. That's a Lyft black ride. I don't care that it's a mile total distance. It's 8-9 minutes for $6 and change, man. So what was it, $6.80 something? No private limo service, no black car service is going to provide that ride. That would be a minimum of an hour block, which would be about $85. I don't know what Lyft's thinking about with these black rides. I'm telling y'all, if y'all are looking at Lyft, trying to get on a specific vehicle for the black platform, you're being fooled. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just get you a car you can do your work with, and if you can do the Premier on Uber, let that be enough. Because Uber Black is not Uber Black, it's Uber Lux. I've only gotten 2 rides. I've only done 2 rides for Lyft this past week. It's my lowest time ever. Ever. My lowest amount I've ever made for Lyft where I've actually turned on the rides. Because there are no Lyft Black rides out there. And the ones that do come through, again, look at this. This is not a black car service. It's just not. Anyway, let's see what happens the rest of the day. Because I'm in a good mood and Uber's going to make me a lot of money today. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. So we are right back where we were this time yesterday. Only about an hour difference in pickup time. I'm at 111.13, 7 trips, doing the same exact routine I did yesterday. Combination of airport trips on X and then stuff, 1 or 2 trips outside of the airport. Then I got a reservation request to come right back up here to Delray. Only this time it's a comfort trip. You can see it here. It's a comfort ride. And yeah, it's only paying 51 and change to go down to Miami, but it's so slow that I got to do the ride. I did not work the Out of the Panther game. Not worth it to me. Those at the Amerit Bank Arena and the Florida Panthers are still giving Uber and Lyft drivers a very hard time about picking up. It's funny. They don't have a problem with us dropping and bringing people there. But when it's time to pick them up and run them back, then they got a problem. You know, oh, they're telling me my reservation's ready. Picking up Luis in 8 minutes. Okay, because we got to go hit Wawa and use the restroom first. Anyway, so the point is it's to me, it's not even worth going to. And a friend of mine sent me a trip. There was a good request, but look at the request here. This is not the Uber pickup area. This is across the street. So now Amerit Bank Arena and the Florida Panthers are forcing the people that are going to their games across the street that are using Uber and Lyft because the drivers can't get in there to pick up. I guess they just don't want our business. Okay, no problem. So the hell with you. Anyway, I'm going to get these people. I'm putting a little juice on the car right now. I'm going to get these people. We're going to get to Miami Hope. Now, last night, I did not get rematched. Hopefully tonight I get rematched and it's a decent ride. I don't know. We'll see.